Great presenters have what is often referred to as presence. That ability to exude calmness, confidence, and credibility and fully engage others with their words. Many presenters believe that presence is something you either have or you don't. The establishing of presence, however, is influenced by a number of factors that one can develop. In this video, you will learn what the 6 factors of presence are, how each factor has a part to play in building your presence, and how each factor, when combined, will enable you to become a more compelling and engaging presenter. The factors of presence are preparation, enthusiasm, energy, attention and focus, honesty and authenticity, and sharing your own ideas, feelings, and experiences. Let's explore each of these factors next. Preparation. Anyone who has presented before will know the preparation of your content is key to a successful outcome. What we may be less aware of is the importance of preparing ourselves to present. This means making some conscious choices about the impact we want to have on our audience. What do you know about your audience? What might they be expecting from you? If this is a presentation about motivating your audience, for example, what do you need to do to be a motivational presenter? How will you stand? How will you move? How will this affect your pace, clarity, and your choice of language? Enthusiasm. People with a strong presence have a genuine enthusiasm for their topic. Your enthusiasm will be your own internal motivator. It will be visible to your audience and be felt by them. It will enable you to build rapport, which means being in close relation to and harmony. By allowing yourself to show your enthusiasm, you create rapport, warmth in the room, and positivity. In this way, your presence will encourage the presence of the individual members of your audience. This is as true for virtual presentations as it is for face-to-face presentations. Sometimes having genuine enthusiasm can be a challenge. You may be asked to present on a topic, possibly by someone more senior, for which you don't feel much enthusiasm. Don't act enthusiastic by putting on a false smile. This will be felt by your audience just as much. But if you can find an aspect of the topic which does interest you, then put your enthusiasm into this part. As the old saying goes, people buy people before they buy an idea. Energy. Your energy is the most visible factor of your presence. You may think of energy as being energetic, fast-moving, fast-speaking, with loud voices and big expressive hand gestures. Some presenters aren't naturally like this. Their movements are smaller and contained. Their voices aren't quite as loud, and they may not use their hands at all to express themselves. These presenters can demonstrate their own presence just as effectively and in their own way. If we think of energy as more of a scale from 1 to 10, we can calibrate the impact we choose to have in a more individual way. What is a 3 for you? What is a 6? And what would be a 9 for you when you present? Think too about the context of your presentation. Is it virtual or face-to-face, for instance? How many people are in your audience? 100? 20? Or are you presenting to a small group of people around a table? The medium and size of your audience should also influence the energy scale number you choose, but in a way that feels right for you. Attention and focus. Many presenters experience nerves before and even during a presentation. Often, we have negative thoughts of self-doubt. What if you lose your train of thought and forget what you wanted to say? What if you stumble over your words? What happens if a PowerPoint goes down? What if you can't answer a question during the Q&A? When you are prepared and confident in your content, you will show your presence by paying full attention to your audience and how they are responding. This happens when you consciously shift your focus towards what your audience needs from you and away from how you are feeling and your self-doubting narrative. Be honest and authentic. Perhaps the most significant outcome of developing and showing your presence is the trust you can build with others. This is as true for any work interactions as it is for presentations. We build trust through our honesty. doing what we promised to do, for example, and not avoiding difficult conversations. Our honesty in presentations can be shown during the Q&A session. If you don't know the answer to a question, don't try to make up an answer on the spot. It's far more impactful to answer honestly and say you don't know. Follow up with a commitment to find the answer, and you will have demonstrated your confidence and being comfortable with uncertainty. When you think about being authentic, don't act as if you were someone else or model yourself on someone you've seen present who impressed you with their presence. It is far more powerful to trust in yourself. Presence is about your individuality. It is as unique as you are. Be open in sharing your own ideas, feelings, and experiences, as this also builds trust and it allows our authenticity to flourish. The more we do this, the more we implicitly encourage others to do the same. Our presence enables other people to show their presence. This is true for all our work conversations and interactions. It is also true for your presentations. When preparing your content, make sure you include this aspect. A presenter with presence isn't a neutral observer reporting back their findings. They become an integral part of the presentation. In summary, presence is made up of 6 individual factors. These are preparation, enthusiasm, energy, attention and focus, honesty and authenticity, and sharing your own ideas, feelings, and experiences. These factors are interconnected and influence each other. Consider which of these factors you need to focus on developing to increase your own presence when presenting.